The Orks had rampaged across the planet, destroying absolutely everything in their wake and looting every vehicle they could to corrupt and modify into their abominable creations, and forcing the disciples of the machine god to work tirelessly to weld, mend, and fit out these creations or face utter binary annihilation. As the last survivors sat waiting for their doom with no other options left, they decided to strike out and send an astropathic warning to nearby systems and planets of the imminent Ork threat. As they gathered their arms and armour and opened the doors of their last bastions, battle was joined in the grim dark universe of Warhammer 40,000. Our scenario today is Suffer No Rivals. This is from the White Dwarf Bunker in November 2023. We have the mission rule priority targets. We're at the start of the first battle round. Starting with the attacker, each player selects 2 units from their armies to be priority targets. These units have to be on the battle, though they can also be in a transport that is on the battlefield. And we also have battlefield control, where at the points level we're playing this game, we will have sticky objectives on the table. Mission objectives mean at the end of the battle, each player scores 5 VP for each objective marker that they control, and Stalk, Engage, and Eliminate is another endgame objective at the end of the battle, scoring 30 victory points for each priority target they've destroyed from their opponent's army. In today's game, I'm going to be playing with the Adeptus Mechanicus, and I've gone for the Halo Screed Battleclade as my detachment. This gives me the new spheric transference ability, which allows me to pick a certain amount of units based on the game size, and until the end of my command phase they'll have the Halo Override keyword, and they can select one of the Halo Override abilities, which would be bonus movement, toughness, the ability to charge in a turn in which they advance, or gain stealth as well. For characters, I then have my Cybernetica Datasmith, the Enhancement, the Transoracular, Dyad Wafers, a Skitarii Marshal, and a Tech Priest Dominus with Macro Stubber and Eradication Array, and the Enhancement Sanctified Ordnance. For Battleline, I have a Skitarii Ranger unit with 10 models in it, a Ranger Alpha with Combat Weapon and Mechanicus Pistol, and then an Arc Rifle, Omnispecs, Plasma Caliber, and Transuranic Arborquest in there as well. The Skitarii Vanguard are similarly equipped as well, though they have obviously going to have a Vanguard Alpha rather than Ranger Alpha. For other infantry, I then have a unit of Cataphron Breaches with 3 models in it, heavy arc rifles and hydraulic claws equipped, 2 units of Cataphron Destroyers as well, both with 3 models in the unit, 1 unit equipped with Cataphron Plasma Culverins and Phosphor Blasters, and the other with heavy grav cannons and Phosphor Blasters as well. For vehicles, I then have a unit of 2 Castellan robots with twin Castellan fists and an Incendine Combustor on their shoulder. And lastly, for an allied unit, I have Inquisitor Draxus as well. Fraser has brought along his Orks in today's game, and he's going to be playing with the Bully Boys detachment. This gives him the boss's watching ability. We're at the start of your command phase, in a turn in which you've not called a war. If you have a war boss model on the battlefield or embarked on a transport on the battlefield, you can call a war for a second time, though this war will only affect war boss, nob, and mega nob units. Leading his force is the epic hero Gazgul Mag Uluk Thraka, the Bane of Armageddon. For other characters, he then has a big mech in mega armor with combi weapon and power claw, grot oiler and custom force field, and a war boss with combi weapon and power claw, attack squeak, and the enhancement the biggest boss for some extra wounds. Infantry wise, he then has a unit of 2 mega nobs with combi weapons and power claws, a unit of 4 mega nobs with combi weapons and power claws, and a unit of nobs with 5 models in it, 3 with big choppers and 2 with power claws. Vehicle wise, he then has a unit of Death Copters with 3 models in it, 2 of them equipped with copter rockets and 1 with a custom Mega Blaster, and a Mega Track Scrapjet as well. And lastly, he has a dedicated transport, a truck in there as well. Alrighty, so we are all deployed down on the table. We have the Skitarii Vanguard there with Kyria Draxus, Skitarii Rangers with the Skitarii Marshal. We then have a unit of Grav Todding Cataphrons, the Arc Rifle Todding Cataphrons with the Castellan robots in front, more Cataphrons on the other flank as well, joined by the Tech Priest Dominus for the Admech. And for the Orks, we have a unit of Nobs along with a War Boss. We then have Mega Nobs with the big mech with custom force field loaded up in the truck, Gazgul and his Mega Nobs in the center, and a Scrapjet on the flank, while in reserve we still have the unit of Death Copters there. Today's game is brought to you thanks to local South Australian tabletop wargaming store, Tabletop Warfare. A massive thank you to their Prospect store and staff who allowed us to film our game in store. Go and check out their wide variety of miniature, board and card games and help keep this great store in our community for many years to come. And so we are going to go for first turn roll off. I got a 1 for the AdMech, so...
Oh, I got a 1 as well.
Reroll. I got a 2 this time. I got better. Can you get better? 5. So first turn to the Orks. And so just before we go into the first turn as well, we are going to have to pick units to be our priority targets. For the AdMech, I picked the Cataphrons with Plasma down there and the Castellan robots, while for the Orks, they've picked Gazgul down there and the Meganobs that are inside the truck. Alright, so Orks turn 1, they're not calling a war, surprise, surprise, in the first turn, so we'll go straight into Orks movement for the first round. Alrighty, so movement-wise for the Orks, you enter Scrapjet and your Gazgul move up the centre, the truck also there. That means both those objectives at the end of the turn will sticky for you. You also had the Knobs advance up as well down the flank of the table. And so shooting for the Orks is just your big shooter going into the Castellans, needing 5s. Got 2. And then T9, meaning you'll need 5s to wound. 1. That'll be a 3-up save on the Castellan robot, which he saves. And because I rolled a 6 for the save, the truck is actually going to take a mortal wound.
So it gets down to 9.
And so with that, that'll be it for the Orks' turn. So we go into AdMech, turn 1. And so we both gain a CP. So a couple of things I have to do the AdMech. First of all, I'm going to decide what imperative doctrine I want to do. So I'm going to select the Conqueror Imperative. This gives all ranged weapons for my army the Assault Special, and I also get to increase my AP by 1 if I'm within 6 inch of a battle line unit.
Okay.
Castellan robots will then go on their defensive override, giving them +1 toughness until the start of my next turn. Then I can pick 1 unit to have the Halo override keyword, and that will be the unit of Grav Cannon Totting Castellans here. And they're going to gain the Stealth Special rule until the beginning of next round.
Okay.
And so, movement for the AdMech. We have our Skitarii Vanguard moving down the side of the table, while the Rangers and the Grav Totting Castellans move up onto the objective there. The Arc Rifles come out onto the objective, while Castellan robots and Plasma Gun wielding Cataphrons move out there. So, let's go into AdMech shooting for turn 1. Alright, so starting off, first of all, we are going to be forced to hit with the Cataphrons there. And then 2s to wound, because anti-vehicle 2+ will be 6. So 6 up saves required on that Scrapjet. Each of these is 2 damage pop. Saved 1, so that will be 10 damage. So does he explode then? 10 wounds will take down the Scrapjet. Nope, no exploding for the Scrapjet, but he does go down from the Grav. And so the Skitarii Rangers into Gazgul and his Meganobs. So to start with, we're going to go with the Transuranic Arborquest. Hits, so 3 to wound thanks to the toughness 7 of the Meganobs. Wounds, that'll be -2, sorry, not -3, oh, yeah. So they will get, and so 1 4-up save required on the Meganob. So D3 damage on the first one will be 2. Then we'll go with the Plasma Caliver in the unit, hitting on 4s with both hits, and wounding with their strength 8 on 3s. 1 6-up save. Nope, that'll be 2 damage, so that'll take 1 down. I will have a Gets Hot test though. Hazardous test, and oh, I do die. Then I've got my Arc Rifle as well. Misses. And then the Galvanic Rifles hitting on 4s. And then re-rolling our fails into another 2 hit. And then 5s to wound. Just 2.
2 wounds on the Meganob?
Yep. No AP on them, so...
2 ups? Yep.
Ting ting. Alright, so then we are going to have the Arc Rifles go into the truck. We're going to need 4s to hit. So 4 hits. And then anti-vehicle 4+.
So 4s, just 1. So 1 6+ save on the truck.
Oops.
3, that'll be another 3 damage. And so with that, that's going to be it for the shooting phase for the AdMech for the turn. There are no assaults to be made, so we will now control the 3 objectives down. No points scored at this point though during the game, they're just in our control for now. Alright, so your turn for the Orks, turn 2.
Yeah, one.
Alright, so the Orks are going to declare a war for this turn. And so we'll go into Orc movement. And so as Gaskell moves up during the war, I am going to declare Overwatch with these guys. So we'll go with their Cognus Flamers first of all, D6 shots each. That will be 11. And so 5s to wound. Will be another couple of wounds. Yep, 2 3+. Yep, 2 3+ saves. Take a wound. Alright, so now with the grav cannons, I need 5s thanks to Sentinel Overwatch. Give me Overwatch on 5s. So needing 4s to wound then. So 4. So first of all, we've got to see what the knob dies. You've got a 4-up save. These do 2 damage. He's safe. Go again. He's safe. How much is this knob going to take? He dies, and then Gaskell has to take the last one. So Makari's got a 2-up invuln. You're going to choose to take it on little Makari. So you're fine. Alright, so as you saw for movement, we did have Gaskell move up. His friends did get roasted though. The truck moves up and disgorges the Mega Knobs, while your knobs come out of cover there, and the Death Copters come in from Deep Strike. So let's go into Orcs shooting. And so because Gazdead ends within 9 of the Skitarii here, I'm going to spend a CP and give a D6 move to the Skitarii unit. 1. And so there's my 1-inch move. Not much, but now going into shooting, Gaz is going to shoot them. He's in rapid fire range, so 16 shots with more thrill. And so Gaz hits on 5s. And so 3s to wound on Morkshore, strength 5 against toughness 3. And so 4-up saves on the Skitarii. Pass 2, fail 2. The truck's big shooter will also go down into the Skitarii, hitting on 5s. 2, and strength 5 means 3s to wound.
Oh, double
Nothing.
1.
So then the Mega Knobs are going to shoot into the Cataphrons. You've got 6 dice, they need 5s to hit. They're combi shooters. Just a 2. Alright, so 2, then an anti-infantry 4+, so 2 4+ needed. And so Devastating's on 4s as well, that'll be devastating. So the 2 big shooters from the unit as well will hit on 5s with their 10 shots. And then again 5s to wound. 2. So 2 saves on my Cataphrons. -1 save, so 4-ups. Nope. So the Death Copters will be unloading into the Castellan robots. You've got 2 with rockets, so 2d3 shots from your rockets for 4. Hitting on 5s with those shots.
Oh, none.
No. 3 shots with a custom Mega Blaster.
For
5s, nothing as well. Then might as well try something. You've got your combi weapon first of all, so 2 shots at rapid fire range. So 2 shots hitting on 5s with the combi weapon, both hits. Devastating wounds are so you're looking for 6s, but 6s are devastating wounds if you get them. Nothing. Then 5 shots coming from the sluggers, hitting on 5s and wounding on 6s. No. And with shooting done, you're now going to go into the assault phase. So we can't do any assaults there because they disembarked, but we do obviously have the knobs and Gaz to do. Alright, so Gaz is just going to charge the Castellan robots. You need a 6 on the charge with him. 6. Well, he's in. Your knobs over here just pretty much don't roll double 1 and you're good. Do you have a
From
CP?
double 6s, can I get...
Oh, I mean, that's almost a double 6 again. Right, so Gaz is going to go first. First of all, we need 2s to hit with all of his attacks. All hit, but that's wounding on 2s as well. So we are now on 6-up invulns. We got one that is not enough. The Cataphrons are gone. Alright, so your Mega Boss over there is going to hit on 2s, the War Boss. Misses a couple of times, but will then wound on 3s. Wounding on 3s. That one is cocked, so we've got 1 reroll. Got 2 so far. 3. And so 3 4-up saves. I passed 2, fail 1. Squeak, attack squeak, 2 attacks hitting on 3s. 1 and a 6 to wound. No. The knobs then, swinging into the Castellans, you've got your power claws going first. You are going to need 3s to hit to begin with. And then 4s to wound, because the +1 strength from the War. And so 7 4-up saves. Fail 3, 2 damage a pop, yeah?
Yep.
And then the 2 big choppers. Then the big choppers will be hitting on 2s. And so 5s to wounds with the big choppers will give you 3. And 3-up saves and fail 1. Alright, the Castellan is then going to strike back. We've got 4 attacks hitting on 3s. 3 hits. And 2s to wound. 3. And so those will be at -2. And so 5-up invons, thanks to the War.
Oh, man.
Pass them all. Then got 2 more Power Fist attacks coming from the Datasmith. Which miss. So that'll be the end of the Orcs' turn. They actually technically control the table at the moment.
Wow.
All the objectives, however, we go into Admech turn 2. Alrighty, so the Admech turn, first of all, we are going to go into the Protector Imperative, giving us some better shooting and heavy weapons to all of our weapons. Castellan Robot will then give itself the Assault Doctrine to give +2 attacks.
Sure.
And the unit of Skitari over here will be our Halo Override keyword unit that'll gain +2 move. Alright, so movement is just the Skitari led by Kyria Draxus moving up, and now we'll go into shooting. Alright, so beginning of my shooting phase, I have elected these guys to go into the Megnobs. They're going to use Hulking Brutes to get -1 to my AP. Alright, so the Cataphrons going in 4 shots each into the Meganobs. We are going to hit on 3s thanks to heavy. And then 3s to wound, strength 8. There'll be 4. So 4 4-up saves required. Saved them all. Then the Phosphor Blasters hitting on 3s. And wounding on 5s. 2. 2 ups. And saved. Then the Tech Priest Dominus has D3 shots with his Eradication Array for 3. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Cox. 2. 3-up saves then. -1. And then his Macro Stubber hitting on 2s. And wounding on 5s. Nothing. And so the heavy arc rifles are going to go into the Meganobs. We're hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. So 3-up saves. Saved. Skitari Vanguard are going to go into Gaz. The Mechanicus pistol will hit on a 3. Hits. And does it wound? Oh, cocked. Then I've got my arc rifle hitting on a 3. And woo, 3 up on Gaz. Take D3 damage. Oh, cocked. For 3. We'll then go with our Plasma Caliver. They both hit. And then both wound. Alright, so going to take the Plasma on Makari. So 2 ups to begin with.
So can I roll both?
So does Makari go down?
It does.
And so you're going to choose to spend a CP to command reroll for Makari there. The 1 fail.
1 fail. Let's see if I can keep his luck alive. Ooh.
So then the Radium Carbines will hit on 3s. And then Anti-Infantry 4+. Wow.
Whoa.
1. Wow. Taking that one on Gaz. Then the Radium Carbine hits. Wounds. Sorry, that was Transuranic Arbor Quest. It still wounds though. So -2, damage D3.
I'll go Makari.
Yep.
How many? 2 of them?
So this is on Makari.
Oh, just.
Right, and then we have Kyria Draxus herself. First of all, Dirge Singer. These hitting on 2s. All hits. And then Anti-Infantry 4+. So 2. Makari goes down from the devastating wounds, but Gaz takes 2 wounds. And then 6 attacks with the Psychic Tempest, hitting on 2s. 6s are sustained D3, sustained 2. And then 4s to wound. It'll be
Good.
7. Yep, 2 ups on Gaz.
Oh,
That is
man.
4 damage. And then we'll start with the other Skitara unit, the Rangers into Gaz. We'll go the Mechanicus pistol. Misses. However, thanks to the Marshal, I can re-roll. It hits. Wounds. And Gaz.
Oh, wait.
And the Mechanicus pistol takes Gaz down. And so that is the end of the Admech turn 2. We only control that single objective there.
Did he fall?
Oh wait, it's not the end of the turn. We've got to fight.
Yeah.
Seeing as it's my turn, I've got no charges. You do get to pick the first one. However,
There's none left.
so you get to fight. Alrighty, so starting with the Warboss, 9 attacks, hitting on 2s.
It'll be, yeah.
2s to hit. 3 misses, I like what I'm seeing. And 3s to wound. 4 plus saves. Fail 2. And so the Power Claws hitting on 3s. A -1 to hit, forgot to take one, so we've taken the one that missed as well. So 3s to wound though. 3. I do have to take these one at a time now. 4 up. Save 1. Save 2. Fail. We're going to CP that fail, and 2 again. And then your big choppers into the poor Data Smith. 2 misses. 5s to wound, because you would be wounding on the strength of the robot still. So, however, 3. So we die.
Thank you all for watching today's video. If you'd like to help the channel grow some more, why not consider joining up to our YouTube members? This important feature here allows us to continue to produce more and more content of the various games you like to see on the channel. It also allows you to put in requests and ask what you would like to see more of on the channel in the future.
Alrighty, so we go into Orks turn 3 now. And so, do you wish to call your second War?
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going to call the Nob War, and we'll go into Orks movement. And so, beginning of your movement, as your knobs do move, I'm going to declare Overwatch with the Cataphrons. So, because they are Cataphron destroyers, they Overwatch on 5s. Ooh. Then we are going to be 3s to wound. 3. 5 up invons then, 3 of them to make. These each will kill a knob if you fail. 2 die. Phosphor blasters then, hitting on 5s. And wounding on 5s, wounds. 1 at no negs.
That's a 4 up.
I'm not taking up a wound. And so then D3 shots with the eradication array for 1, hitting on a 5. Misses. And then 5 attacks with the macro stubber. 1. Wounds. No AP.
Need a 4 up. Yes.
And then after that, we'll continue with movement for the Orks.
Okay.
Right, so Ork movement, your knobs then come in towards the plasma guns as we saw. The mega knobs are going to go around the back. Your trucks are moving to probably make a tank shock over there, and your death copters come into the center of the table. Let's go into Ork shooting. Alright, so 3 combi weapons are in rapid fire range of the Cataphrons. Hitting on 5s, 4 hits. And then devastating wounds on 4 plus, thanks to, and then 4 pluses to wound. We have devastating wounds on those 4s as well. 3 wounds. And then the 2 big shooters hitting on 5s. And then a 5 to wound. And the big shooter from the truck into the Cataphrons.
5 up.
2 and 5 ups. You need both of these to try and kill me? No.
No.
And the Warboss with his custom shooter hits on 5s, misses. 3 sluggers, nothing. So your death copters, the 1 here is going to shoot down here into the Cataphron. D3.
1 kill chain. So
2
2 shots.
hits on 5s.
No.
Then the other rocket going down here.
D3 shots.
D3.
For
3 hits on 5s.
You know what? I'm early today.
And wounds on the 2.
3.
5 up. Saved. The custom Mega Blaster, 3 shots.
Finish this guy based
1 hit.
You know what? Didn't you see?
And 2 to wound to strength 7.
To be honest.
And 5 up. Nope. So with that shooting done, you've got your charges to make. Right, so charges your knobs auto get in, as do the mega knobs, but the mega knobs are going to use crushing impact, so 5 dice. And so 4 pluses do mortals.
Oh, not great.
2. And even though you can't tank shock now, the truck still is charging. Screw it. Gets it in and we'll go into combat. So the war boss will have his 9 attack still because it is still a war. Hitting on 2s. One more in there. And then strength. And then 2s to wound. 3s to wound, sorry. And so they'll be at -2. So these are 5 ups. +3. And then 3 knobs with power claws. So hitting on 3s. 4s. And then 3s to wound. 2. And so 5 up saves. +2, fail 2. Feel no pain. Alrighty, so we're then going to go the Mega Knobs. And so hitting on 5s thanks to my -1 with the Power Claws. 3s to wound. And these will be 5 up armor. No. 8 feel no pains. +2, but... Right, then the Kill Saw with 2 attacks. Hitting on 5s. So a 2 to wound on the Kill Claw. And so... fails. So the truck hitting on 4s. Hitting on 5s, but not that matters.
Yeah.
2s to wound. 2. 4 ups. Fail both. And then my fight's back. We've got the Tech Priest who is going to put his attacks into the knobs.
Yeah.
Hitting on 2s. All hit. And wounding on 3s. 2. 2 5 up in bonds. Kills 2. And then 2 attacks with the Alpha combat weapon back at your truck. Can reroll hits thanks to Marshall. Nope. Nope. And 3 other Skitari. Rerolls to hit. All hit. Then 6s to wound. Get 1. 1 save.
4+.
Yep, 1 save on the truck. 4+. Save. And then the control stave from Skitari Marshall. All hit. And 5s. 2. 2 saves, -1.
So 5 ups.
Save button. So with that, we go into Admech turn 4. Turn 3, sorry. Turn 3. Right, so Admech shooting is just the Skitari moving up. We did go into the Assault Doctrine. And we'll pick this unit here to gain stealth. So shooting, we're going to go with our Arc Claw into the truck. And so 2 hits, 2 wounds. These will be at -3, so 6 is on the truck. So 2 6-up saves.
6-up saves.
Oh, it lives.
The double save.
All right, so we're then gonna go a grenade stratagem with them. Right, so then we're going to have the 2 anti-tank guns from these units go into that. Oh no, they can't, they just retreated. So we'll have the anti-tank gun go here and everything else go into the Death Copters that can. Everything that's out of range will go there. Alright, so arc rifles, both hits. And 1 D3 damage on the truck for 3. And then the Mechanicus pistol misses. The Transuranic Arbaquest at the Death Copters hits and doesn't wound. Then the Plasma gun, 1 hit, wounds. So 1 6-up, 2 damage, and so 3s to hit with the Radium Carbines, and then 6s to wounds. Nothing. Kyria Draxus then has Dirge-Singer going into the truck with 4 shots.
Which guy? This guy?
And see if we can wound. Nothing. And 6 attacks with a Psychic Tempest into the Death Copters. Sustained hits 2, so there'll be 4 more hits in there. 4s to wound. Whoa.
Pretty good.
4, 5, 6, 7. So what save are these? 4-ups? 4-up saves, they are 2 damage each. So that will kill 2. 2 Death Copters go down. So I'll go into my assault phase. I'm going to make a charge here.
Yep.
So do I make it in?
No.
No. I'll spend a CP to re-roll that. There we go. And so its Hydraulic Claw is going to need 3s to hit, 4s to hit, sorry. 1 hit. And a 5 to wounds. No. I think because I need it, I am going to spend... No, nothing else. Be your turn to attack.
Yeah.
So 9 attacks from the Mega Boss into the Tech Priest Dominus. 2s to hit, they all hit. 3 of those would have missed, it's 3s to hit. Sorry, no, they all hit because I chose to take assault weapons this round, not the protector imperative. And 2s. And the Dominus, he's gone. And so with that, I do gain control of that objective and that one, because technically the truck is contested. But we go into Ork's turn. You do have Battle Shock to take for a couple of units.
Okay, sure.
So Deathcopter Battle Shock test, it's fine. Your truck will also have to take Battle Shock. It's fine. Yeah, then your Warboss with the knob as well will have to take Battle Shock. It's fine. And so go into Ork's movement for turn 4, but I think the game is done and dusted at this point.
Oh, you reckon?
Alright, and so with that, we are going to call it, because that is one of your units you were claiming as one of your prime targets. I'm never going to touch them, and you've killed both of mine. With also the board control, with me only having infantry, I'm just, in 2 turns, I can't make it across the board.
Yeah.
So you're going to score 10, at least, so which means it puts you to 70. Even if I scored the 20, I would only have 30, 50. It means, regardless what I do, I can't outscore you with the Orks. So it is a victory to the Orks.
Thank you all for watching. We hope this battle report was enjoyable for you, and if you did enjoy it, please go check out some of our others in the playlist on the channel. If you have any questions, please drop a comment down below, and while you're there, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join our Discord server to check out all of our future wargaming content. Thank you all.